So there are some new spoilers out for Boruto episode 11 to 14, and it looks like we are reaching the climax for the chakra beast that is causing havoc, as well as the explanation as to what Boruto's eye is. And from what I've seen, Boruto's eye is definitely not the Byakugan because of what the eye is capable of doing. So let's read the summary for episode 11. It says episode 11, Sumire got caught up in the ghost incident on her trip to the workplace and suffered injuries. Boruto regrets for not being able to help and now has a strong resolve to solve the case once and for all. So obviously we know that Boruto will get there, and then from the preview we see that Naruto will tell him not to get involved. I think we will see a little bit of Sakura, who is now working in the Konoha hospital. Now if you read the light novel, you will find out that Sakura and Ino actually opened a clinic inside the Konoha hospital where they help children who are traumatized because of the war, or children who have lost their parents because of the war that happened, meaning that a lot of them will become orphans and thus leading them to be sent to Kabuto. Now let's look at episode 12, which is a little bit more interesting. So it says the ghost incident that had everyone in the village worried suddenly stops for some reason. Boruto and his classmates wondered why, but only Mitsuki seems to know something. Meanwhile, Mitsuki was wondering about the changes occurring in him recently. So I think that maybe Mitsuki is actually a candidate for what is going on inside Konoha, at least with the chakra beast, because if we look at Mitsuki's sage mode, and this is all speculation, right? If we look at Mitsuki's sage mode, when he activates sage mode, we can see a few chakra snakes wandering around his body, and maybe these could be the same thing, or potentially a similar thing which is affecting the people in the village, or maybe this could be his connection as to why he can send the chakra beast as well as the attacks and the people who are infected. So maybe Mitsuki is actually the person behind it, but it is most likely the case that Mitsuki is not the person behind it, but still has some knowledge on what is going on, because during the movie Mitsuki is still there, so that means that he is not the enemy. And my second person who I will blame for this is Boruto, because Boruto is connected to all of this. Okay, he has the eye, and whenever he uses the summoning jutsu, it summons the new instead of the animal which he has signed a contract to. So definitely Boruto is connected to this, and his eye is what connects him to it. Now the whole thing that they talk about Mitsuki having some changes in him is maybe it is because he's finally starting to get some common sense, as an article was released talking about Mitsuki not having any common sense and starting to learn around the people that influence him. So maybe the changes of Boruto being the sun and he being the moon is actually realized by him, because he is still wondering if Boruto is his son. Now let's get to episode 13 and 14, which are the most interesting out of the two. Now it says Sai reports the identity of the mastermind behind one of the incidents to Naruto. Naruto and the rest are shocked after learning the identity of the mastermind. Now let's stop right there and think about this. If they are shocked, then it means that they know the person who is behind this, as in the person has already been introduced to us. And like I said, if they are shocked, then most likely it is someone they already know, and my guess is that it is Boruto, because the chakra beast started attacking people that Boruto knew before it went on to attack people in Konoha, and that happened after its chakra got bigger and it siphoned some more chakra from Shino, Denki, Metal Lee, and so on. So after they discover the identity of the person who is the cause of all of this, it says, however, right at that moment, a huge monster, aka the new, appears. So obviously the new appears out of nowhere and starts to wreak havoc, because I think that it is too late by then, and the new, or whatever it is, has already accumulated the chakra needed in order to appear in the real world by itself. Because remember, the first time it appeared, Boruto summoned it, and I think it was gathering chakra in order to appear in the real world itself. Remember the first time when the new attacked Denki or Metal Lee? They were fine after the attack was over. However, other people started to faint and go to the hospital, meaning that the situation has worsened, and we found out that their chakra was siphoned, and it got worse when it happened to Shino, who could barely move when the attack on him was over. Magire fainted, and then we have Sumire, who is also fainted inside a pipe, and then we have other ninja who have their chakra siphoned dry, and it looks like the same condition that they were in back in the ninja war when the chakra tree sucked chakra from everyone else. Like, you can literally see that these people have been siphoned of nearly every ounce of chakra they have in their body. So my explanation as to why the attacks have stopped is because the new is finally done with collecting the amount of chakra that they need in order to come out of whatever dimension that they are in without the need of being summoned. And below the description we have a description of what the new is. So for the people who don't know what a new is a mythological Japanese monster with a face of a monkey, legs of a tiger, the body of a Japanese raccoon dog, and a snake for a tail. And definitely we saw the snake tail when it attacked Jojo, and we saw the face of the monkey in the shadow when Shino was possessed by the new. Okay, now let's go to episode 14. So episode 14 is the most exciting thing. It's Boruto uses his mysterious eye to enter the other world. So definitely they have not yet named the eye of Boruto, and the thing is, most likely it does not have a name because we have Boruto here who named the whole incident as the ghost incident. So definitely, since the eye probably does not have a name, Boruto will give it a name. So he enters the other world. Now, in an article released, and if you actually watch my Things You Missed video, which contains a lot of information, I actually told you that the new comes from another dimension. Okay, it has been said that the new comes from another dimension. So it says, meanwhile the village faces danger of destruction because of the power of the monster. At this point, where is Naruto? Because if Konohamaru was able to take down the beast with one Rasengan and the beast appears again, then Konohamaru or some other ninja of equivalent strength should be able to take down the new without issue. But if it is still there since episode 13, then maybe the monster has become even stronger since it has been able to come out of the dimension and attack with its full power. So they are definitely gonna have to get Naruto involved with this. And that has been your news for right now. Now this is very, very exciting, at least to me, and I really want to see some action, and I think we are gonna get some action in episode 13 and 14 definitely. And this is what people have been looking for. Everyone said that the Boruto episodes have been really slow, and it has been said by Ukyo Kodachi that it will have a dark turning point. So I think from here on the Boruto manga and anime will actually get serious. I mean, the manga is serious already. Now we have the anime here which is stalling, and in episode 13 to 14 we finally get, I think, the conclusion to the arc, or maybe episode 15 will be the conclusion to the arc. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. First of all, who do you think is the suspect attacking people with the new? Secondly, what would you name Boruto's eye? And thirdly, what abilities do you think Boruto's eye can generate? Because at this moment he can open or teleport himself to other dimensions using the eye. So maybe it's like a Rinnegan where you get certain abilities that come with the eye. Who knows? With that being said, that has been your spoiler video for today. Shout out to Kenzairo for the translations as always. I will link his Twitter in the comment section down below so you can visit him and potentially even give him a follow. With that being said, I have nothing more to say. Bye.